Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Barbie news to talk about from our first look reveal at the brand new Barbie in the Nutcracker anniversary dolls being everything except what we wanted. New Lunar New Year doll, stock photos, Petal Pop reveal, upcoming celebrity dolls in 2026, and more. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today, and let's get into it. First up, yes, finally we have a picture here of the last Petal Pop flower reveal doll. This is a brand new lineup, kind of similar to cutie reveal, color reveal, birthday pop, all these reveal lines from Barbie. It's a gimmick basically, but this line definitely to me feels the most like creative and enchanting as well. These are kind of really charming designs, and this is the last doll in this little trio we have. She's fully in purple, and she has a face sculpt that I think we've seen similarly with one of the new Barbie Deluxe Style Wave 3 dolls. So I love the face sculpt, I love the purple. I actually don't mind the fabric skirt, like that looks nice. It does look like petals, and the molded on top, yes, is unfortunate, but yeah, it is unfortunate, but at least it looks nice. Like, I have to say, design-wise, I think they look cute, like, I see the potential here. I see for a potential for a full-on Barbie line here with the budget to add articulation, add a, fabric top. There's potential here for something that's actually charming and enchanting and cute and whimsical and fantastical. We don't really have, well, I guess technically we have Barbie Dreamtopia, but like that's really like just rainbow vomit all over the place and just kind of really tacky and cheap. So we don't really have a classy and really well executed like fairy tale option kind of for Barbie Playline right now. And I feel like these like just imagine flower inspired ballerinas. Like that's not bad. That's cute. There's potential again, but here they're brought down because of the budgeting being more, used for the packaging and for the reveal gimmick. That's why we don't have articulation. That's why we don't have a fabric top. Well, also because they wanted to have the flower detail, right? But they could manage to do something in fabric as well. So yeah, I think if this does well, they might do something else that's like higher budget and might have even more, like stuff. So hopefully, let's see, because I do feel like we are really missing out on a really major kind of aspect for Barbie Playline, which is like a fantastical line that is not Dreamtopia, because Dreamtopia is just like, again, rainbow vomit all over the place. Aside for like a couple Odile faces that were released, from mermaid dolls, all of the other ones are just kind of like really basic, and I'm hoping that we get something that's actually good. Next up, we have, yes, the reveal of the new Barbie Lunar New Year doll for 2026, and she's available right now on Mattel Creations and also Amazon, and I'm assuming all other major retailers. So this is not a exclusive doll, limited doll. She's going to be available for quite some time now. She's a black label. She has the Mackie face sculpt, which is one of the more popular face sculpts in Barbie history. So that's very exciting. But she is on the Model Muse body, and I think she was designed by Joyce Chen. So I'm not too familiar with her work, but I think this is it's cute. She's cute. I think the face sculpt really does most of the heavy lifting here. It's on Amazon, she's like 70 euros. And I'm just going to tell you, like, Mattel, I'm going to hold your hand. I'm not spending 70 euros on this doll. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. These prices are insane. Like, she's fine, but like 70 euros. Like, what? Insane. Of course, that's currency difference, and it's euros, but still, like, even if I bought her on Mattel Creations, she would be like, probably 70 in my currency as well, like with shipping. So I think she's like $50 US, which is still also too much. So I'm thinking like people are probably just gonna wait on her to go on sale, and then they will, pounce and get her, because I think that's the good way to go. Again, the main thing here is the face sculpt. It's not pixelated. She looks really sweet. She has a side glance. The hair, it's nothing too special, right? It's just like a middle part. The dress is fine. I do like the colors. The colors are very vibrant. I like the deep red, that little like pleated asymmetrical top, you know, the little off the shoulder yellow scarf. Like that's fine. But it's just boring. You know what I mean? Like there's just nothing here on the dress where it's like, ooh, you know, like details, extravaganza. Like no, it's just a simple dress. And yeah, I think it really is like the face sculpt is just doing most of the heavy lifting. And I also, once again, I'm not sure if the packaging that they show here, if it's like AI generated, like if it is, how much is it AI, you know? We can never tell with Mattel now. And like if they've used AI extensively for like Scholastic releases, like Emily, Edward Scissorhands, and with like some of the like birthday wishes Barbie dolls and stuff, you can clearly tell. And like holiday Barbie, you can clearly tell like with the bows and the presents that there's just a little bit of a you know, you can tell that there's just something not adding up, and that's usually a sign of AI interference, you know, that it's AI generated. So yeah, I mean, I guess like we have to get used to it because like Mattel is not going to stop using it. You know, the world is not going to stop using AI, right? We're just, let's be honest, right? So, but it still sucks. You know, I wish there was a better way to kind of go about coexisting with AI. You know, like it's just, I fear that it will like just, you know, like ruin us. Anyway, enough of existential dread. I think she's cute. I would get her if she's like 20, you know, she's fine. She's not bad. Again, the designers usually are not at fault when a doll is like simple. It's because they have to work within certain budget limits, you know? So I'm sure the designer here, again, Joyce Chen, I believe, she did what she could. And she did a good job bringing back one of the more popular face sculpts here with Mackie. So honestly, like she did something. She's really cute here, the doll. I like the scarf. I like the earrings. The earrings are nice. You know, I think the red lip here also helps. So overall, is she a buy? Yes, if you can get her for dirt cheap, she's a buy for sure. Okay, next up, yes, we have to discuss the Barbie and the Nutcracker dolls releasing in 2026, part of the celebration for the 25th anniversary of the original movie. I believe also alongside with this like doll collection that we'll get into, they're gonna be like re-releasing the original movie perhaps in like higher quality, or they're going to be doing like a retelling of the story with like new animations. I'm honestly not sure what this anniversary could entail, except the dolls here. And I guess we'll have to wait and see. And of course, I'm sure we're getting also more things that we don't know about yet, because again, it's in next year. So it's quite a thing to think about that it's been 25 years since the movie has come out, and now we are celebrating the anniversary, and these are the dolls that are being released to celebrate. I mean, geez, you know, Mattel, talk about like seasonal depression here. Like, can you like please like ease up? Like this is just, it's depressing. It is depressing. Okay, first up we have Deluxe Clara here, and of course they're using Millie here as the face sculpt. Of course they are. And you know, not just Millie, but also there's nothing interesting with the face going on. There's no interesting makeup. There's no like new face screening that, you know, could make her look interesting. Nope. They really said we're not wasting any budget into giving her an interesting face sculpt, interesting face screening here. For this character, you know, it's just, again, it's just Barbie cosplaying as, you know, Clara. She's not Clara. It's just, and I guess in the original Barbie movies, it was, you know, Barbie acting as those characters, but still, they had a distinct look, hairstyle, outfits, you know, they had a look. This is just Millie. This is just playline Barbie, you know, generic Barbie that we always get, nothing special. And honestly, if you just told me that these are like generic ballerina dolls coming out in next year, I would believe you. Nothing about this is screaming like Nutcracker to me. Like this is just, again, like there's just nothing here that's directly tying into the Nutcracker movie, aside for, again, like, oh, they're using her name, like, oh, it's Clara. Okay, it's Clara. Okay. Like whatever. So these are the deluxe dolls, I guess because they turn There's a gimmick that they turn around the waist, like all the way around, because of course ballerinas, they have to turn. And they have like ankle joints, which that's fun, but like the tights are molded on, and well, the legs are painted, pink. And then the shoes are molded on. So, and hey, one good thing is that at least they have, wrist and elbow joints. So that's something. Yay. I'm really trying here. But yeah, she's just molded on top, really generic, bland, boring face, little bun as the hairstyle. Like, are you kidding? Like, this is just so cheap. Then we're getting also deluxe sugar plum fairy here, and she's basically the same. Like, they both have the molded on top, they both have the turning waist gimmick and the wrist and elbow joints. Just, it's just obviously like different colors and stuff. So and the face sculpt is, yes, again, Barbie Brooklyn, so it's nothing new here, nothing special. But hey, I mean, at least Brooklyn here got like some pink lipstick, right? Like, at least there's something, well, not unique per se, but like at least some makeup was, like, it's just, like, they really, like, Mattel really loves to like throw the Millie face sculpt under the bus, because like we can see time and time again, they've proven that Millie can be interesting, but they choose to keep her boring and tame and bland. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, Sugar Plum Fairy here also has a little bun, a little headpiece. And yeah, the colors are really just, again, it's the same. It's more of the same. And I am just not impressed by the slightest. There's nothing here that to me, like, is screaming Nutcracker, or again, like, yes, these just look like generic ballerina dolls. Like, this is just kind of like, it's definitely a disservice to the original movie and the original dolls. Like, how could these ever compare? Like, they could never. Next, we have a Daisy playing here the role of the Nutcracker, and this is not a deluxe doll, which is interesting because she has a fabric top, but, oh, that's right, her elbows and her wrists do not have joints. So that's kind of like the trade-off here. You get a fabric top, but you don't get the wrist and elbow joints. So, haha, it's like Mattel is playing games with us, like, so funny. So funny. So Daisy, she looks fine. Again, the face is just very bland. There's no interesting makeup here. The hat is fun. Again, at least she has like a fully clothed, like, cloth, fabric top here. The skirt is fine. And then once again, her legs are painted, and they are, she does have ankle joints because obviously they're ballerinas, which, I mean, at least it's nice that they have ankle joints, but it is quite literally whatever. It's really nothing impressive. So yeah, Daisy, she looks fine here, but I mean, just of course it would have been nicer if we got like a Ken doll as the Nutcracker. Like, why not? Like, Ken is right there, right? Like, he should have played the part, but I guess again, like, boy dolls just don't sell. But hey, again, for the original Barbie movie of the Nutcracker, they had a Ken doll as the Nutcracker, as the prince or whatever, so it can be done. It can be done. They choose to not have it done. Then here we also get a second Clara doll, but again, this is not the deluxe version, so she does not have wrist or elbow joints, and she is in a nightgown here. So yeah, again, at least the nightgown here is fully fabric, and there's no molded on top. Like, this is a one-piece dress, I'm assuming. That's nice. The print is whatever. I do like the sleeves. I like the little details on the top. And she does have a little, like, Nutcracker accessory, so that's really cute, But once again, the face is just giving us nothing to work with. It's just super bland Millie, no makeup, like, no interesting, nothing, like, visually, there's just nothing going on here. The hair is just like loose, and then like a little ponytail in the front. Of course, a plastic bow, because they can't afford fabric bows in the hair at Mattel unless you're paying like collector prices. It's just, it's ridiculous, honestly. It is very ridiculous. And then the shoes, yeah, again, molded on. Yay. I'm tired. I'm tired. Can we move on? Then lastly, we do have these two ballerina dolls that are just kind of like generic characters. They're not supposed to be one specific character or whatever. So yeah, the first one with the sprinkles on her skirt and like the actual fabric little sleeve puffs, that's cute. You know, cool. The face is nice, and then the second one with the skirt fabric is interesting. But again, these are just nothing. They are nothing burgers. They have nothing to offer, which we have not seen already, and they're not doing it better. So it's just like, why do they exist? Why do they exist? Unless for the pure reason of capitalism and, you know, banking off the anniversary, which is, again, so, like, to me, these dolls are doing a disservice of celebrating the anniversary, because how can these be the celebration dolls? How? This is disappointing. Like, are you kidding me? Do not disrespect the Barbie in a Nutcracker movie like this. This is not what we deserve. We deserve so much better. At the very least, it would have been so interesting or fun if they would have given us like half reproductions of the original Barbie in the Nutcracker movie dolls. You know, that would have been something. But no, they give us this to celebrate the anniversary. Are you kidding? Like, this is actually insulting. It's actually insulting to us fans. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Next, we have updates on the Kylie Minogue Barbie signature collector doll. Apparently, she will or might be releasing on around February 22nd of 2026, as there's already a Barnes & Noble listing that kind of tells us that release date. So that is exciting. Again, it might look like this promotional picture that they took for the one-of-a-kind Kylie doll. And we have seen like blurry pictures of the packaging and stuff and mock-ups, leaks. So hopefully she just looks good, because this would be such an amazing doll to have. Speaking of celebrity dolls, yes, we're getting many more Barbie celebrity releases in 2026. Amongst them, we know we're getting a Miley Cyrus doll, Celine Dion, Serena Williams, Whitney Houston, Lenny Kravitz, and perhaps even Shania Twain. So this is just a really packed slate here. I'm excited, especially for like the Miley doll, Celine Dion, Shania Twain, honestly all of them. Whitney Houston, like, that's legendary. So it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be a huge year for Barbie. And lastly, I just wanted to share with y'all that there is currently a 30% off limited sale event going on at Mattel Creations for a lot of Barbie releases and also like Monster High stuff. I think you know, just here, because it's a Barbie video, I'm highlighting the Barbie releases, obviously, but there's a sale that's going on at Mattel Creations for a lot of things. So if you're interested, yeah, definitely check it out. But that was all of the Barbie news we had for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.